Good morning, children. Myself Indu. Today we are going to learn about the girl whose name is Chuskit. Today we are going to discuss her journey to go to school. Chuskit is a little girl who cannot go to school because she is unable to walk. Let us find out if her dream of going to school and receiving education comes true. Now we get into our lesson. Let's go by each line. I would be explaining to you after every paragraph. Chuskit woke up early that morning. It was a very special day and she was too excited to sleep till late. She eagerly looked out of the window next to her bed. It was springtime in Ladakh and the apricot trees were in full bloom. Amale was awake too. Chuskit could hear Amale in the kitchen making gurgur tea. This was the day Chuskit was going to remember for a long time. Can you guess why? No, it was not a Losar. That was many months away. Nor was it any other special day in her village, like the Gonpa festival or a wedding day? So, children, Chuskit wake up early that morning because she was so excited and it was very special day in her life. So it happened in our lives too. If you have some special plan or if you are planning to go somewhere, obviously we get up early and we will be really active that morning. So we will be so eager also. As soon as she woke up, looking through the window, the apricot trees were in full bloom. Chuskit mom also wake up and she also started her work. She's in the kitchen and she's making gurgur tea. Chuskit is a gifted child. She always dreamed of going to school. Today was going to be Chuskit's first day at school. At 9 years, she had waited a long time for this. The school was not very far away from her home. To get there, you had to walk up to the main road, just before the prayer wheel. You took the path to the left of the road that ran along a narrow stream. Near the poplar tree, you crossed the stream by jumping over the big rocks. Once you go to the other side, a short walk up a slope took you to the school. All the children of Skidpoyul, Chuskit's village, walked to the school every day. But not little Chuskit. She could not walk. Chuskit was born with legs that did not work like everyone else's. Her father had taken her to the village Amchi and then to the doctors in Leh. But no amount of medicine had helped her walk. At first, Chuskit did not realize that she was in any way different from Shobdan, her younger brother, or her cousins. But soon there were many things she could not do as easily as they could. That does not matter. Her Abale would tell her, you can stitch better than any of them, and you draw very well. Abale often brought her some color pencils from Leh. Chuskit used a chair fitted with a wheel to move around. Elders called it a wheelchair. When Abale first brought the wheelchair home, everyone in her family was very excited. Now I won't have to carry Chuskit everywhere. I can wheel her around, said Amale with the tears of happiness in her eyes. And I will be able to go wherever I want, cried Chuskit excitedly. Slowly Chuskit learned to use her wheelchair. She would ask her mother to seat her in the wheelchair outside her home every evening. One evening, when Chuskit was sitting outside the house with her grandfather, a young boy came up to her He carried a letter which he handed over to grandfather. Julie, the bus driver asked me to give this to you, he said. My name is Abdul, he said, turning to Chuskit. I study in class 6 at the government school. I have often wondered why you don't come to school. Julie, Abdul, said Chuskit. I have never been to school. The path to the school is too uneven and pebbly. My wheelchair will get stuck. It would be very difficult for my parents to carry me to school and back every day. But would you like to come to school? Asked Abdul. Of course, replied Chuskit. I hear my younger brother talk of all things he does at school. I want to study everyone else, makes friends, play games, wear a uniform, and even write exams. You may not believe this, but sometimes dream of carrying a school bag, even eating a packed lunch. Chuskit always dreamed of going to school, but due to her legs, she is unable to because she had some issues on her leg. Though the school is not very far from her house, she had to take the big road and then walk along the lake, cross the river near the poplar trees. Then after a small climb, she could reach the school. One day her father got her a chair which had wheel. Elders called it as wheelchair. Now with the help of wheelchair, she could easily come outside on her own. One day, Chuskit was sitting outside with her grandfather. One young boy, Abdul, came up to them and he introduced to Chuskit and her grandfather. He asked Chuskit why she don't go to the school. She explained everything about her, that is, she cannot walk and the roads are not good. Then Abdul just asked her whether she wanted to go to school if she will able to. She said yes, she wanted to because this is her dream. She saw her dreams getting wings. Enough, interrupted her grandfather. Stop dreaming, Chuskit. You know you cannot go to school. Mamali, please, pleaded Chuskit softly with her tears in her eyes. As her grandfather walked away angrily, Mamale does not understand how I feel, said Chuskit. I too want to learn to read and do maths. Do you understand? I do, said Abdul. Chuskit, I will see you later. I must go now, Julie. The next day, Abdul went straight to the headmaster's room after assembly. Julie, Assangle, he said, I want to talk you about a girl from our village who does not go to school. She is Stopdan's sister, Chuskit. Oh, yes, replied the headmaster. I know her. She is unable to walk, isn't it? Yes, Assangle. She uses a wheelchair to move around but cannot reach school, as the path from her home is too rough and uneven. I was wondering if we could all get together and level the path and build a small bridge across the stream. That is very thoughtful of you, Abdul, said the headmaster as he patted him on the back. What made you think of Chuskit and her problem? Assangli, last week we read about the fundamental rights of citizens in our civics class. All the children have a right to education. That includes Chuskit as well. Doesn't it? Yes, you are right, Abdul. Let me discuss this with the other teachers, replied the headmaster. The next day, the headmaster shared Abdul's ideas with all the teachers and asked them what they felt. Impossible, said one of them. How will Chuskit be able to write, play, and go to toilet like other children do? That is exactly what we must work out, said the headmaster. I hear that in the village of Mentokule, the village education committee has helped build a special toilet for one of their children who cannot walk. We could ask them what they have done. But first we must get Juskit to school. Then we could think of a ways of helping her do things in school. 2 weeks later, there was great excitement at the government school. All the children gathered outside in the playground. They came to school without their school bag. There weren't going to be any classes that day. The teachers divide the children into groups. One group worked the front of Chuskit's house and another on the path of along the stream. A third group with older children worked hard to help some of their teachers build a strong wooden bridge across the stream. Chuskit parents provide everyone with hot tea and biscuits. Chuskit's grandfather sat under a willow tree by the stream watching the busy school children. I never dreamed I did see a day like this, he thought to himself as he wiped a tear. At the end of the day, it was a tired but happy group of children that returned to their homes. The path from Chuskit's home to school was now ready. Chutkis was going to school for the first time in her life, and that's why she was so excited. Abdul went back from her house and started thinking of how to get Chuskit to school. He explained about Chuskit to the headmaster and the teachers. They agreed with his thought. Now everyone go to the work together so that her problems could be solved. They made a plan so that Chuskit could bring her wheelchair by road to school. One group of children started to level the road, another group worked to level the area near the river. The older children took help from the teachers to make this small bridge with wood across the river. The teamwork finally made her dream come true and she went to school.